So if you are thinking about buying in this market, obviously the first thing that you want to do is you want to talk to a mortgage lender. And you probably already know that. You need to get fully approved. And sitting next to me is Naveed. He's with Atlantic Home Mortgage, and we've worked with Naveed forever. And he is joining us today to talk about that process and why you might want to talk to a mortgage broker first and foremost, and the benefits of that. So Naveed, with that very long-winded question, whatever I did, I'm going to give this to you.
Well, as we all know, before you start shopping for a property, you do want to get pre-approved. There's several benefits to getting pre-approved. Number one, making sure your expectations line up with reality. We can help you set a budget. There's several different programs available. There's a huge misnomer in the industry that you have to have 20% down. That's not the case. So just making sure you have all your ducks in a row is going to put you in a significantly better position when you do find that property. It's going to give you much more leverage when you're negotiating with a seller in terms of being able to accommodate a quick close. Maybe we get an appraisal waiver on the property. Making sure that we've got your down payment ready to go, where the funds are coming from.
I know one thing that our buyers that have worked with you really love is when you're fully approved, there are no surprises.
Absolutely. So one of the unique things about our company is we will do what's called a TBD underwrite. A lot of other lenders are going to have a loan officer just peruse and check some information on the front end. They may check your income documents. They may just take your word for it, but we take it one step farther. What we actually do is we'll gather all the information, we'll submit it to our underwriting team, we'll have a full loan approval issued before you even start shopping for a property. That gives you significant advantages over other buyers in the marketplace. And we saw that earlier this year in 2022 when it was a very, very competitive market. A lot of the buyers that we had TBD underwritten were having their offers accepted over other buyers that just had your standard pre-approval letter.
Definitely. And even up against cash earlier this year, you were able to help our buyers compete against a full cash offer because it essentially was. It was all fully done.
You're absolutely right. It's almost like a cash offer. It allows you the ability to close in 10 to 14 days like a cash offer would. It gives you the ability to waive a lot of contingencies that cash offers don't have. So it puts you in the best possible position as a buyer.
Okay, so you just said, and I already know this because I know you, but you don't know this yet. So something Naveed just said is close within 10 to 14 days.
Correct.
Where you can't really see that anywhere else.
The TBD process helps tremendously. We've got in-house underwriting. We've got our workflow and operations dialed in. We know speed is key in this industry. So being able to close in 10 to 14 days is critical. You may have a buyer that needs to move that quick. You may have a seller that's considering multiple offers, and being able to close in 10 to 14 days is that deciding factor. So we want to be able to accommodate that to put your buyers, our clients, in the best position possible.
Got it. So what's the first process if someone wants to start that approval process, start those discussions with you and your team?
Hopefully you send them over our way.
Yes, yeah. You're like, you, Stephanie.
Right. We'll have a preliminary conversation. We'll get to know learn about your situation, figure out what's important to you, timelines. We will recommend doing a full credit application. That'll allow us to get granular and provide accurate data. The entire pre-approval process takes maybe 24 to 48 hours. After that, you'll have a crystal clear picture of what you're qualified for and how the financing works in relation to the home buying process with Stephanie and her team.
We've got a lot of clients in Georgia that are like, if they're transferring out of state, or maybe they're trying to buy a second home in Florida or something like that. Do you guys work with that, or?
Absolutely.
Okay.
We lend, I think now, don't hold me to this, about 33 states.
Oh, wow. I did not know that. That's awesome.
Yes, we're about 33 states. We hope to be nationwide by the end of 2023. Handle investment properties, second homes, the full gamut. If it's a residential property, we can handle the financing on it.
Perfect. So you heard it here. You've got to call this guy so we can get you guys straight so there's no surprises and you get the best rate possible and obviously client service too.
Absolutely. Okay. Appreciate everything you do. Thank you.
Thank you, Naveed.
Awesome.